it going, viewers? Mr. Incredi-Brony's back and he's wrong with the punches, baby. Welcome to another review video. Yeah, that's right. After my successful character analysis video on why Rarity is my least favorite pony, I want to do another one of these videos. Specifically very personal review videos related to my favorite show. And in this case, for My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, we're going to be talking about my all-time favorite episode of the show. That's right. Period. My favorite show. Now, once again, Mr. Gamer DJ, there will be no spoilers to Season 9. You can watch this video, so you don't have to worry. And thank you all so much for the support, and I appreciate your positiveness. Because I really wanted to do these videos for a long time, where it's like no reaction, just personal videos talking about the things I love, you know? It's really fun. So, now this will surprise y'all. You're probably going to think my favorite episode is maybe Season 4, Episode 12, Pinkie Pride, because, you know, it has Pinkie Pie related, and it's got Cheese Sandwich, which is voiced by Weird Al. Anyway, where's the music? Cue. Oh my gosh, I love this music so much. I don't know if it's loud enough for y'all, but I don't care. It's my channel. Anyway, so you're probably wondering, oh, maybe it's a Season 4 finale. You talked about that before. You love that finale so much. I do, but it's not my favorite episode of the show. Oh, maybe it's a Season 5 episode that's very emotional. Or maybe it's like a Starlight, Glimmer, and Trixie related episode. Totally right. No, surprisingly not. The episodes you think it might be my favorite are not my favorite episode. And I did mention before that I love the episode Slice of Life. That's because it's my favorite Season 5 episode, not my favorite episode of the show. It's my favorite Season 5 episode. So, you're wondering, what is my favorite episode of the entirety of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, this is the episode that I relate to the most, and I'm going to explain why it's my favorite episode. It is Season 1, Episode 20, Green Isn't Your Color. This is my Season 1 complete box set. I'm a dummy. This is my Season 2 box set. I am showing off right now. Yes, this is a complete Season 2 box set of 5 DVDs. And here's my Season 1 box set. Here we go, that's more like it. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, Season 1, Episode 20, Green Isn't Your Color. Now again, there will be spoilers to this, so I suggest you watch it right now, or I'm gonna explain it right now. So, this is the episode where it starts off at the spa, where we're introduced to the spa ponies that we love. Aloe and Lotus, who are insanely adorable. And we see Fluttershy there, and then Rarity tells Fluttershy some great news that the famous fashion photographer has noticed her work and wants to see her. Specifically, a character that we're going to talk about later, but Rarity asks Fluttershy, out of all the friends, Fluttershy to be her, like, I guess you could call it, like, the girl who, you know, has to pose for the cameras and wear the outfits, which is, it's nice. I mean, it's a nice offer and all, but, like, Fluttershy is very, you know, not very social pony, so it makes sense to why she'd be scared. But you know what? Rarity doesn't make it clear why she would choose Fluttershy, and I understand that. So Fluttershy, of course, agrees, and she's wearing a nice-looking outfit, which is, I mean, not really nice-looking. It's a nice outfit, but not the best-looking outfit, I would say. She makes sure everything is perfect, like, you know, the sequins, you know, feathers, ribbons or no ribbons. I'm glad she said no ribbons. I mean, I was hoping she said that, but they actually did put ribbons on. I think ribbons looked ugly, honestly. And then she asked for the pink cushion. You know, Spike was being, you know, the ungrateful and annoying simp that he is. Like, seriously, Spike. It's never gonna happen. I've said it before in my Winter Wish Day and Best Gift Ever, like, comparison review. You're too young. Like, come on. Stop. The shipping in this fandom is just unbelievable, but hey, what can you do about it? Everyone's been doing this since Star Wars because, you know why. I don't mean to ruin Star Wars for y'all, but there are people who actually ship Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia, who are siblings. First of all, like, could we just acknowledge that? Like, yeah. Okay, let's continue. So Fluttershy, of course, gets the photos done by the photographer, which we will talk about in a second. Rarity is worried that she doesn't like them, but she does. She loves them and wants to take more pictures and found the next fashion star. However, it's not Rarity who designed the dresses. She's actually interested in Fluttershy herself, who's wearing the dresses. And in all honesty, you have to admit, Fluttershy does actually rock the dresses pretty well, honestly. And green looks great on her. I love when she wears a green dress. So she makes her the new model, taking pictures of her on the runway and putting her in covers. Applejack used her face for like when she was selling apples. Rainbow Dash used her in like flyers and posters and banners, whatever they're called in that show. And Rarity understandably does get jealous, but again, like I mentioned in my Rarity character analysis thing, why she's the worst pony, she does say in the previous episode, Spike, a lady never gets jealous, and she does get jealous. But hey, we're gonna ignore that and pretend that she never said that, because understandably she does get pretty jealous. And Fluttershy, of course, not being very social, has the paparazzi, has random ponies just looking at her and going like, Fluttershy, it's you! Give me your autograph, Like, it's understandable, because I would not want a lot of people to be just coming to my house randomly just to get an autograph. Like, I understand if you love my YouTube channel, but I don't want to get this insane fan base over it. Like, it's like, I'm a regular channel, I don't need a bunch of crazy fans, alright? Calm down, viewers. Calm down. But keep commenting. I love your comments. Keep commenting, though. I want you to keep your comments up. Thank you. Anyhow, so yeah, Fluttershy is, of course, doesn't like the attention at all. She hates being a model and all that jazz. Rarity, of course, wants to get all the attention. She wants to get mobbed by strangers all the time, which is weird. But, you know, Fluttershy can't stand up to herself because, you know, she's not very assertive right now in season 1. And I love how it's handled. It just proves to y'all that you need to explain and communicate with your friends more, and don't be a pushover, you know. I love the way it's handled in this episode. Like, your friends can actually get jealous of y'all, and you can actually feel bad for your friends, but you don't want them to upset them because you feel like they want you to keep doing the thing that you love. But then when you realize that you both have different opinions, it could have been solved easily. But that just proves to y'all that you need to communicate. And I love the way it's handled in the episode. And the fact that Twilight Sparkle can't tell the truth because she has to hold a pinky promise to both Fluttershy and Rarity that she won't tell the truth. It's great, and I love that in the episode. And also, we are introduced to the pinky promise, which is, you know, cross my heart and hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye, which became a really funny music video by Tridashi. It's really great. You should check it out. So as Fluttershy, of course, is getting all the attention, and Rarity's trying to get attention, Twilight then ruins Fluttershy's next fashion runway, but it ends up getting worse because Rarity actually ends up clapping for her. And then every other pony does it. So it went very wrong, but it was a good plan though, you know, because Twilight didn't want to keep the secrets forever. And there's also a moment in the episode where she mentions the Pinkie Pie on her own. Fluttershy would never do something unattractive, which is a very good statement, honestly, because everything Fluttershy does is adorable, really. I think we can all agree with that, right, DJ? Let's agree with that. I mean, I would say the same for Trixie and Pinkie Pie and Vinyl Scratch, and literally almost every pony really does something attractive. I'm just saying. But anyhow, so after that, the beans are finally spilled. Fluttershy and Rarity commit the truth. Twilight, of course, doesn't have to hold secrets anymore, and it's a pretty great ending. And I actually love how Fluttershy just tells Photo Finish that she won't be doing any more photos with her, and she's like, "That has just happened." Which brings me on to a reason why this is my favorite episode of the show. Like I said, not only is the moral handled really well and the concept like executed perfectly, I love Photo Finish so much as a character. I'm gonna actually put her in the thumbnail just to prove that. Like, seriously, I love this character so much, okay? Her German accent, the way she moves, the way the music plays when she's on screen, just every line she uses, the facial expressions she makes, just the outfit, everything. The fact that she's basically Edna Mode of My Little Pony. Seriously, look at Edna Mode from The Incredibles and then watch Green in Your Color and think to yourself, yeah, these two are basically the same. All you had to do was wait for her to say something like, Milan, darling, Milan, supermodels. Ha! Nothing super about them. Spoiled little stick figures with poofy lips. I used to design for gods. But perhaps you come with a challenge, eh? I was surprised to get your call. Like, seriously, viewers, I love Edna Mode so much that when I saw Photo Finish, I was so in love. I love her so much as a character. I would just watch the episode just to see her on screen. I just love her so much. So yeah, that episode, she made the episode for me really, but overall, Pinkie Pie was great in the episode too. She was really hilarious when she showed up on screen scaring Twilight. It's like, never break a pinky promise. And losing a friend's trust is the fastest way to lose a friend forever. Yeah, viewers, remember that. And yes, the episode is really funny, really well thought out, and that's why it's, in my opinion, and the best episode of season 1, but also my favorite episode of the show. But the real reason to why this is my favorite episode, this is gonna get personal. I actually relate to this episode on a very deep level. I do. I actually relate to this episode a lot. I never realized this before, but this actually happened to me once back in one of my high schools, and this was like before. This was before I actually rewatched the show, because I didn't watch every episode of the show. Even though I got into the show in 2016 when I was like 13, but I didn't watch all the episodes. I only watched a couple episodes that I thought were interesting. I didn't watch all the episodes until like 2019, where the show was coming to an end. I thought to watch every single episode up until then. But that's another video for today. But that something happened to my friend and I when I was like 14 or something, and it was crazy. So we did this really interesting science project, and I don't remember what it was, but I remember it involving like how gravity works or something. It was very complicated what we talked about. I know it involved gravity. That's really it. But I remember my friend being sick that day, and he couldn't present the project with me. And the thing is, it was his project. It was 100% his project. Like, everything that he said was his project. It was his thing. That's all he did. And unfortunately, he couldn't come to the science fair where we get to present our projects, because he was unfortunately a little bit sick that day. And I was the only one that had to do it, and I did not want to do it because I was not very good with being in a large crowd of people. I am okay with it now, but I never liked being in a large crowd of people, like an audience that just watched me, and I was like the only one on the stage. If it's like more than 2 people, I'm okay. But then if I'm the only one on stage, no. I just couldn't handle it. So I presented the project, and it actually won the best project. It was actually very well received. So much so that a lot of the students in the school kept following me around the playground saying like, tell me more, Incredi-Brony, tell me more about this really cool project. Like, how do you come up with this? And then I realized I was getting so much attention, but my friend who actually thought of the idea, made the project, and actually did all the little details, I was there just to help him make the structure of the, you know, I guess you could call it the project itself, you know, creating it. But he created everything else, the hypothesis, the conclusion, the experiment itself. Like, he was literally the founder and creator. I was just a backup helper, but I was the one that presented it, so I got all the attention, and I didn't like that. I did not like getting all the attention, but at the same time, my friend told me to keep it going because he didn't want his project to be forgotten. But I didn't know that he was actually jealous. He was actually upset that I was getting all the attention, because he said he worked hard. But after we told each other the truth, we realized that we should have just told each other the truth. Like, I didn't like getting the attention, and he wanted all the attention, but didn't get it, of course. So whenever he tried to talk with people, they just ignored him. So that was really sad. But I was a hero for not stealing the attention intentionally, because I did not want the attention at all. I knew it was him who did it, but I felt like he wanted me to do this to keep the project alive, you know. But yeah, long story short, I related so much to this episode, and for that reason, it's why it's my favorite episode, because I see Fluttershy is me in the episode. I was getting attention, I didn't want it, but I felt like my friend, which is in this case, Rarity is my friend, and who I thought wanted me to keep our project alive, whereas in reality, Rarity, in this case, who is my friend, in real life really wanted all the attention and felt like I was stealing it, but didn't want to tell me that they were jealous. So it makes sense. So there you go. That just proves how relatable this show really is, and how it just hits hard on a personal level. And for that reason, viewers, there's no other reason to why this episode is my favorite of all time. Like I was saying more, it's funny, it's great, the moral is lovely, and I love Photo Finish as a character. But that's the real reason. I related to it on a personal level just like that. So there you go. And if there's an episode of My Little Pony that you would consider your favorite, what is your favorite episode of My Little Pony, and why is it your favorite? And which episode of My Little Pony do you think is the most relatable to you? Like I said, this was the episode that was most relatable and why it's my favorite episode of the whole show. I love a lot of the episodes of the show, but this one has to be my favorite, again, because of being the most relatable for me overall. But I shall see you all in my next video. I'm done for today. I've done a lot of recording. My phone's actually running out of battery, so anyway, I shall see you all next time. If you enjoyed this particular video, leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're interested, follow me on Instagram, link down below. And until then, stay positive, keep calm, stay safe, be incredible. And as always, Brony on. Peace.